This video will cover how to issue a refund on an invoice that has already been paid. We're going to focus on invoice number 198, the amount of which was $227.70. And as we can see, we have already taken payment in full for this invoice, meaning that the balance for this particular line item is zero. If we wish to issue a refund for that line, or for all of invoice 198, what we need to do is go down to the transactions portion of this entry page and find the payment of $227 that was paid. The line that I'm currently on shows receipt number 1200066, and it shows that the amount of $227.70 marks the status as paid. This is what we need to refund. In order to issue a refund, we need to choose that line item and click on the refund button. That will bring us to a page that shows all of the invoices with the individual fees for each invoice. We want to make sure that we're properly selecting invoice 198, as that is the one that we're issuing the refund for. Once we pick all of those line items, in order to automatically fill the proper amounts, we need to click on the full refund button. That fills all of these amounts. And once we are done, we can click on submit. We can see that the available amount to refund is the total of invoice 198. In other words, the $227.70. We need to mark how we're issuing or the method of the refund. In this case, we're going to either choose journal entry or check or money order, whatever is the correct and appropriate method for the transaction that you're working on. You can mark who it's paid to. Again, if the entity that you are refunding this to is already a contact on the record, you can choose the menu at the end of the paid to field. And if you click on that, it'll show you the contacts on the record and the type. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and issue the refund back to the owner. As in a previous video, we marked that the owner had written that check. Once you pick the proper entity, go ahead and click on submit. You also have a comments field that can be where you can enter any and all appropriate comments for this refund. We have an additional field, which is a drop-down that says refunded in person, fax, or mail. In this case, we don't have to fill it out, but if it was in person or by mail, you can choose that option. These options may change as the system continues to be tweaked in the future. For now, we'll go ahead and leave this field blank and click on submit. We'll now get a pop-up of the payment receipt, and our system will show that the payment was back out or refunded. We'll notice that because refund is now the status of that particular payment. This is how you issue a refund against a payment that has already been received. You will notice that the total invoice amount for this permit continues to be $771.70, and now our invoice 198 shows that it has not been paid in full. In order to get this invoice backed out, you need to go back to the fees page and void the invoiced fees. That has been covered in another video.